오늘 공연착오를 이용해주셔서
座席はすべてお指定されたお座席をご利用ください。
산 것도 멘션 가서 찾아야 되잖아. 응급실 가서.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Captain speaking. Please expect to land at Phuket International Airport in about 14 minutes.
margins of my mind all day. Sipping herbal in the morning just to feel okay. Had a dream I was water just flowing through space. Till I landed on the record that my grandma would play. Talk sweet like jazz in the park after rain. What the grass smell green and you feel safe. Put the phone on mute, let the silence explain. I don't need much, just a book in the brain. Used to chase things that will run from me. Now it's just still, let the peace come free. Paint a verse in the sky with a loose leaf. While the moon do a dance with a soft oak tree. Let it ride, let it be, let it be what it be. Got a breeze in my chest and a thought run free. I don't rush, I don't race, I just float on free. Got a vibe in my soul, got a life on key. Let it ride, let it breathe, let it roll like that. Got the world in my cup and the beat in the back. I don't stress, I don't fold, I just lean on facts. If the sun don't shine, I'ma still bounce back. I've been good, I've been gone, I've been lost in the loops. Got a hoodie and some headphones, walking with troops. Ain't no answers in the feed, just noise and flex. But I found God once in a vinyl set. Talk slow when I speak, let the moment stretch. Learn peace ain't found, it's a thing you protect. Yeah, I vibe like water, I change a shift. But the roots still deep, like my grandma's grits. City move fast, but I drift like smoke. Let the rhythm in my chest be the way I go. Wrote a song for the days that I soft and low. When it hit the down south, when it's
ceremony and from article in the 叫三条路，请麻烦你。
흔적스럽게 있었고 더 깔끔하긴 하다.
스시
네,
닭고요.
바꿔요. 아 여기는
porch light flicker on the siding. Moths dancing like they know the tune. Porch light flicker on the siding. Moths dancing like they know the tune. Every breath feels borrowed. Tonight, I'm working to If it's sounding perfect, that's how I smile. Someone left the radio humming low next door. Someone left the radio humming low next door. Static sings the heart. I'll burn uneven. Let the shadows play. Yeah, the porch I'll burn uneven. Keep the night from drifting away. This ain't heaven.
설탕 나?
조금 나. 맛있어. 별로야?
맛있어. 고춧가루 맵네. 루핑 먹을래? 어? 루핑. 큰 걸 먹으래, 작은 거. 뼈 힘이 있어.
맛있어.
이거 하나 더 먹을 거 있다.
fall in love. I know the DJ